Now here's the situation with New York City right now. I don't know if you're aware of this story. That
No,
Jared,
you tell me about the city I live in.
I will tell you. I'll tell you what's going on in that
Moss.
city of New York City. The city of New York City.
What?
I'm going to tell you about the city called New York City.
Okay, please do.
Making Tim Andrews laugh very.
No, Greg said something under his
Oh,
breath.
Yeah.
That was funny.
did I
That's
miss
what we're
something
laughing
on
at.
my own show?
You did, but keep going.
Keep
It's
going.
fine.
That's too bad. I should listen to this show sometime.
You should.
I'd probably hear things that I've never heard before.
This is weird.
So, Greg,
It can get
apparently,
weirder.
Oh, probably will. It's a Friday.
Don't tempt us.
Public urination in New York City sees 50% surge in just 1 year, according to a
tracking
report.
it?
I'll tell you
The P's are.
Yeah, so who is tracking this? I'm looking at the story for the first time. They say it's an uptick. Oh, you know what I hate about this is the New York Post. It's just full of wordplay.
It's the NYPD Quality of Life Division.
You're in
NYP.
trouble now.
It's a wee bit too much.
Yay!
Yeah, that's in there. Yeah, you would enjoy this. You should read the New York Post more often
I might need to.
if you like the wordplay. Is this
Well, don't
something?
try it on your phone, though, because it'll just crash. Their mobile site stinks.
Oh, it does
It's one
it?
of those that just refreshes. You're halfway through an
Oh,
article.
I hate
then
that.
It refreshes, and there's so many ads.
And again, that's another thing.
Stinks.
There's another
you have
thing.
to you have to read the article through like the tiny slit of a window.
And then you got to
between
keep,
the
and then it'll keep going back to the top, and you got to
Yeah.
every time it refreshes. And that's the world we live in now. The slow, soulless, transactional. We're the New York Post. We're going to overserve the advertisers to the point that the people who are actually the customers will become annoyed. But we don't care about them. We got to keep these. We've convinced these advertisers that these mobile ads do anything anymore.
Can I give you a pro tip? If
Yes.
you're going to look at a news site, especially the ones that do this, use the Brave app. It completely
What is that?
nullifies them. It's a browser app. It's called Brave. And I put
So basically, it has a built-in ad blocker.
it
Is
just
that
it shuts all that down, and you can just read the article.
Brave?
We used the
You
promo
should-
code Tim.
Yeah,
use promo code Tim?
No, I don't get paid for that.
you should move away from Chrome. If you're using Chrome, and I still use Chrome, but I
got
wanna
so much
quit
of
it.
my life in
I know,
it. It's
but
just-
it is the worst. It drains your battery. It steals all your information. Like, it's obviously not stealing your identity, but it's
Right.
taking your information. The Safari app I don't use, but at least that still has the reader mode. So
Yes.
on a site like the New York Post, you can go to the reader, and then it's fine. Google got rid of that because it takes the ads away, and their revenue.
That's where they
stream
make the money.
plummeted.
Although, I just read the other day, I believe Meta is very close to overtaking Google for digital advertising revenue. Is that just
don't know
because
how.
all the boomers are clicking all this
Yeah.
phony AI generated nonsense? Like when my wife showed me Paul McCartney singing to Phil Collins on his deathbed, and I said, "That's interesting, honey.
It was touching.
When did Paul McCartney become a right-handed guitar player? Because that's the first time I guess when people are dying, he switches
it's
hands.
in a camera.
Yeah,
it's
it's
switches things
backward.
around.
Yeah, it flips it
Yeah.
around. That's what it is. So have you noticed more whizzing on the streets of New York? Because 50% in a year, that seems like something you might notice on the way to
Maybe
or
Greg's
from a
joined
minute.
them.
Maybe
Yeah.
Greg's the reason.
It's Mum Donnie.
It's been a while since I whizzed on the street. I'm happy to report. Probably 15 years.
So you're not the problem.
There aren't public toilets here because if there are public toilets, they get destroyed so quickly. And then people go in there and do things they shouldn't be doing. So it's hard to find a bathroom sometimes. But I have not noticed it. Doesn't mean it's not happening.
You know what they
I'm
used
sure it
to?
is.
They used to be the idea of a pay toilet would keep people from trashing the toilet because, cost them a quarter to get in. Who's going to waste a quarter? and
That's
then
so
try-
European,
yeah.
though, Eric.
Yeah, well, we used to have them. We used to have pay toilets in public
Yeah, and you
when I
could
was a
climb
kid.
under them. You could
Yeah.
climb under the door if you didn't want to waste a quarter.
But
Oh, it's not like that now. It's like these sort of standalone small buildings
Oh.
that you go in.
Oh.
And it like self
Like at a
cleans
park,
itself.
like that kind of like a smaller version of what's in a park, like just a little
Yeah,
bathroom.
but more futuristic than that.
Oh.
Like less parky. It's really as like you go in and the doors lock and I think you have a certain amount of time. I'm not sure, but
Oh,
there's
wow.
something
And there's
that happens where
sensors.
yeah, there's sensors. That's right. And then also like it'll self clean, so it like cleans the entire thing with like water and disinfectant and stuff on its own.
There was an episode, John Wilson's show on HBO, where he stayed in one of the self-cleaning bathrooms. He tricked it into thinking he left and then filmed what happens.
So
That's
the
cool.
idea,
I'd like to see it clean itself.
yeah. So the idea,
It's worth watching.
the idea is that if there's too much movement in there for too long, it will shut itself down so that you can't track. Or what? What's it gonna?
No, like if you're gone.
No. What
That's
I'm
the
saying is,
self-cleaning
I thought the idea of there being a timer is if you're going to trash a place, you need to be in there for a little bit.
Yeah,
Isn't
that
the
side of
idea?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how that works because you
Yeah.
could, even if you had nowhere to stay and it was a really cold night, getting a quarter is not that difficult. And then you could just hole up in the toilet.
Is that,
so
is that what they cost? Still,
I don't know what
imagine
they-
them go up.
Probably $1
haven't-
now.
Yeah.
yeah, I haven't come across one. There are a few pay ones, obviously, around the city.
If you
but I've never
subscribe,
seen one.
Yeah.
If you download the app and subscribe,
There you go. There you
like
go.
per month, you could get unlimited access.
Yeah,
Still have glory holes like the old days.
It's
In
an
the public
individual
bathrooms?
thing. You're not in there with other people.
You're walled in. I would like it because I'm Pisha.
No fun anymore.
Well, that's not for
Well,
your.
you can't socially engage the way you
Yeah.
used to be able to. And
Country's
Yeah,
those
slowing
people
down.
don't want
situations,
to
right.
like make contact, directly.
That's the
anymore.
problem is that people are doing everything virtually. Back in
Bring
the
back the glory hole.
Come on, bring them back.
Here's what
people
happens.
were socially engaging
Yeah, when people
with
were-
one another.
Yes.
They still
25
weren't-
cents
Yes.
for a 15-minute, what they call session in the
Session.
public paid toilet. And then at 12 minutes, alerts start triggering to tell you that your time's running out. And I think if you stay in, the alerts get more annoying to drive you out.
Wipe.
Be even better if it starts doing it for you, like a little
Oh,
arm
yeah.
comes in.
That'd be cool.
Wipe.
You don't have to go home, but you cannot stay here.
I learned about the lack of bathrooms in New York City the hard way, and the lack of alleyways. And I was on the way back the last time I was in New York City from having a bit of a drinking session, and I was in the subway for forever, and I couldn't go in there. I was on the street, and there was people around, there was cops around, things like that, and I just got close enough to my hotel, and I had to go bad enough. I just decided to go right there in my pants.
Wow, George, how drunk were you?
I wasn't. It wasn't even that.
Can I
sort
ask
of
you
decision.
something? Were you able to keep walking, or did you have to stop for a
I
moment?
just kept walking.
Oh my goodness!
I wasn't like hammered. I was just like, I can't
Yeah.
go anywhere, and there's no public restrooms.
Have you ever
there's
seen
no
the movie?
What do you
alleyways?
do?
Have you
what
ever
do you do about that? Like,
Yeah.
because it is difficult to find a bathroom in New York.
Just knock on a stranger's door and
Oh,
ask
that
them if
works.
you. Hey,
go
guys,
on in.
It was late at night.
Hey, have you ever seen the movie Buffalo '66?
I have.
That's the whole opening is
Yeah.
that he gets released from prison and he can't find a place to take a whiz, and I think it goes on for like hours.
But went to the
Stressful.
hotel room, cleaned up, took a shower.
Anybody notice anything in the lobby?
No,
Were you dripping?
no, I just kind of shook it up.
Oh my god!
How much was there? I have to assume, were you wearing shorts
I
or
had to
pants?
go. I mean, it was a
Shorts
it
or
was
pants?
a mess.
Shorts?
No, I was in pants.
Okay,
so.
that's better. That's better than
Were
shorts.
they like
Taking away with it.
sweatpants? Were they absorbent?
They weren't absorbent. They
No,
weren't
it
sweat-
was like
jeans?
Dockers. Like
Were they yellow?
Dockers.
no, like
that would be
regular
so.
chino. Like I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, like a khaki pants.
I think it's hilarious that he admits that he wet himself while walking, and we're okay. What were the pants?
Yeah.
Dockers.
Well, because it's a
That's
lot.
the one that says.
Well, whoever threw in shorts, I mean, that's impossible. You would see it right
Yeah,
there.
that's what I'm saying. He's it was
Listen,
not with shorts.
the reason why I think is because you don't realize how much there really is.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, because
Yeah.
you're always doing it in a
it's
vessel.
a full pants situation, right?
Yeah. Wow.
I realize how much there is
All
because
right,
when
we got to
I
break a break. It's 5:48. Hold on to that. Alex Williams. Hold it. We'll come back to
can't.
it. Alex Williams is checking the ride on 85.